欢迎大家出席国务院新闻办公室新闻发布会。大家知道，交通运输行业跟经济民生都关系十分密切。在这个全面建成小康社会的进程中啊，提供了重要支撑，做出了突出贡献。今天我们很高兴地邀请到交通运输部部长李小鹏先生，国家邮政局局长马君胜先生，国家铁路局局长刘振芳先生，和中国民航局副局长董志毅先生出席发布会，向大家介绍有关的情况，并回答各位关心的问题。现在我们先请李小鹏先生介绍情况。
Let's hear from Mr. Li Xiaopeng.
女士们、先生们、新闻媒体的朋友们，
Ladies and gentlemen, friends from the media, good morning.
习近平总书记在
General
庆祝
Secretary
中
Xi
国共产
Jinping
党成
solemnly
立
declared
100周年
at the
大会
ceremony
上庄严
marking the
宣告，
centenary
我
of
国
the
已经
Communist
全
Party
面
of
建成
China
了小康社
that
会。
China has built a moderately
今天
prosperous
呢，
society
我
in all
和马君
respects.
胜、刘振
Today,
芳、
together
董志毅同
with
志一起
Ma Junsheng,
向大
Liu
家介
Zhenfang,
绍
and Dong
交通
Zhiyi,
运输行业
I will
服务
brief you
全面
on
建
how
成
the
小康社
transportation
会的
industry
有关情况。
has
我首先
supported the
呢，要
building
借
of
此
a
机
moderately
会
prosperous
感
society
谢
in all
新闻
respects.
媒体，感谢各位记
Please
者
allow me to take this
长期以来
opportunity to
对
thank
交通
you,
运
friends
输
from
事业
the
的
media
关
and all the
心、
journalists,
支持
for your
和有
long-standing
力的
attention,
监督。
support, and strong supervision of our work in the
党的18大以
transportation
来，
industry.
习近平总书记呢，
Since the
对
18th
交通
National
运
Congress
输
of
事
the
业
CPC,
做出了
General
许
Secretary
多
Xi
重
Jinping
要的指
has
示
made a series
和
of
提示，
important
为我
instructions
们指
on
明了前
transportation,
进的方向。
which has pointed the way forward for
全体
us.
交通人砥砺奋
All of
进，
us in the transportation
走出了一
industry
条
has forged
中国
ahead
特色的
and
交
embarked
通
on
运
a
输
road
发展
of
的道
transportation
路。
development with
交通
Chinese
运输呢，
characteristics.
取得历史性的
The
成就，
transportation
发生
industry
了
has
历
made
史性的
historic
变化。
achievements and undergone
在
historic
服务
changes.
全面建成小康
It
社
has
会方
played
面，
an
发
important
挥了
role
重要
in
的作
serving
用，
the construction
做出
of a
了积极
moderately
的贡献。
prosperous society in all respects and
一
made
是综
positive
合立体交
contributions.
通网
First,
日益完
the
善。
comprehensive three-dimensional
目前呢，
transportation
我们国
network
家
is
以
steadily
铁路
improving.
为主干，
At present,
以公路
our
为基
country's
础，
comprehensive
水运
transportation
和民
network,
航
with
的
railway
比较优
as the
势，
backbone
充分
and
发
highway
挥
as
的
the
这
foundation,
样一个
and
国
the
家
comparative
综合的
advantages of
交通
water
网
transport and
日
civil
益完善。
aviation, is increasingly
6
improved.
头7廊8通道的国家主骨，国家综合立体交通网的主骨架空间
The
已
main
经初步
structure of
形
the
成。
network has
高速铁
become
路
preliminarily
100万以
established.
上人口的城市的覆盖率
High-speed railways
超过了90%。
cover more than
高速公路
95% of
对
cities with a
20万
population of
以
more
上
than 1
人口的
million,
城市覆盖率
and
超过了
expressways
98%。
cover more than 98% of cities with a population of more than 200,000.
92%以上
Civil transportation airports cover more than 92% of prefecture-level cities.
以
Second,
高铁和航
the
空
level of
为主
service capabilities has been significantly
快
improved.
速客运
The formation of a large capacity, high efficiency, and fast passenger service system with high-speed rail and aviation as the mainstay is accelerated.
70%。
EMU trains bear about 70% of railway passenger traffic. The flight regularity rate of civil aviation exceeded 80% for 3 consecutive years.
客运的
The pace
升级，
of upgrading of road passenger transportation has been
货
accelerated.
运结构不断
The
优化。
freight transport structure is continuously improved. From 2016 to 2020, the proportion of railways in the freight volume
增加到了
increased from 7.6% to 9.8%,
占比
and the proportion of water transport increased from 14.5% to 16.4%.
新业态
The development of new forms and models of business accelerated. Online taxi hailing covers more than 300 cities in China.
完成订单
An average daily order has reached 20 million.
3是贫困
Third,
地区
The issue of difficulties of travel in poor areas has been solved.
条件的相
We
关
have
和建设
achieved access to hardened roads, passenger cars, and postal services in eligible townships and villages.
得
and the problem of travel difficulties in poor areas has been historically resolved. We have also launched express delivery to the countryside, public welfare, slow train, and civil aviation short-distance routes to provide better services for the people. Fourth, scientific and technological innovation capacity has risen sharply. A large number of major projects such as the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, Beijing-Zhangjiakou Railway, Beijing Daxing International Airport, and Shanghai Yangshan Port Automated Wharf have been completed and put into use. Chinese roads, bridges, ports, and high-speed railways have become signatures of China. Fifth, transportation has steadily become safer and greener. We steadily stick to the principle of putting people and lives first, and effectively implement the concept of safe development throughout the entire process of the industry, achieving overall stability in safe production. In terms of green transport, by the end of last year, there were 466,000 new energy buses, accounting for 66.2% of the urban total. The national railway electrification rate reached 74.9%. The recycling rate of highway road waste materials reached 95%, and the utilization rate of express recyclable transit bags reached 93.8%. Sixth, the transportation governance capacity has steadily improved. We have deepened reform and opening up, combined decentralization with management, improved services, and continued to improve the business environment. We have canceled decentralized administrative licensing matters and promoted one network for all services to make data run more errands and the people less. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, in the journey of building a moderately prosperous society in all respects, the transportation industry has played an important role and made important contributions. But we also clearly know that the development of transportation has yet to meet the demands of the Party Central Committee, the expectations of the people for better travel, and the need for high-quality socio-economic development. There is still a long way to go, and we need to continue to work hard for a long time to come. On the new journey toward realizing the second centenary goal, the transportation industry will adhere to the guidance of Xi Jinping thought on socialism with Chinese characteristics for a new era and accelerate the construction of a country with leading transportation that meets the needs of the people, provides strong safeguards, and better serves the building of a moderately prosperous society in all respects. Now, let's hear from my three colleagues for additional briefing. Thank you. Friends from the media, good morning. Just now, Mr. Li has briefed you on how transportation has served the building of a moderately prosperous society in all respects. Now, I'd like to brief you on the postal services arena. After the 18th National Congress of the CPC Central Committee, we've strictly implemented the instructions and put forward the strategic goal of building a modern postal industry compatible with a moderately prosperous society in all respects by 2020. And we have made efforts in 5 key areas. In 8 years' time, we've worked hard to fight the 3 critical battles and to implement supply-side structural reform. And we've made our contribution to economic and social development. Now, a modern postal industry compatible with a moderately prosperous society in all respects have been established. First, The development scale and quality of the industry has significantly improved. In terms of revenue, it has grown a great deal. An average growth rate of 24%. And the number of express deliveries has grown 14 times. That's a 40% annual growth. The effective appeal rate of postal and express services has dropped significantly, and the fee has also dropped significantly. Second, people have been able to make much more efficient use of postal services. Postal service outlets have achieved full coverage of towns and villages, and all organized villages have direct postal services. The coverage of express delivery outlets in towns and townships have reached 98%, and more than half can access villages directly. The entire delivery time limit in key areas has been shortened to only 58 hours. Third, business growth has reached a new level. China's post ranking in the world has jumped from 258 to 90. We have cultivated 3 companies with annual business income exceeding 100 billion yuan and 4 companies with annual business income exceeding 50 billion yuan. 8 of them have become publicly listed. Fourth, our soft power in terms of culture has significantly enhanced. Over the past 8 years, we have issued 280 sets of stamps, 877 stamps in total. The core values of socialism has gone deep into the industry, and we now have a group of models represented by Qimei Duoji and Wang Yong. Fifth, significant progress has been made in innovative development strategy. The industry basically has realized diversification of service functions, fast delivery services, mechanization and automation of internal operations. And our pool of talent has become more professional. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, friends from the media. The railway industry, in the historic journey of building a moderately prosperous society in all respects, have strictly adhered to the guidance of Xi Jinping thought on socialism with Chinese characteristics for a new era, and implemented the decisions of the CPC Central Committee and the State Council. In this regard, we have achieved historic progress. First, the scale and quality of the road network are rapidly improving. Since the 18th National Congress of the CPC Central Committee, 53,000 kilometers of railways have been put into operation, of which 31,000 kilometers of high-speed railway have been put into operation. The double line rate is 59.5%, and the electrification rate 72.8%. Both rank first in the world. The 4 vertical and 4 horizontal high-speed rail networks, and the 8 vertical and 8 horizontal high-speed rail network are being established acceleratedly. High-speed rail has covered 92% of cities with a population of more than 500,000. Second, transportation services has improved significantly. Various indicators of railway transportation safety and quality rank among the top in the world. Passenger turnover, freight delivery volume, and freight turnover rate among major transportation economic indicators rank first in the world. In 2019, the number of railway passengers was 3.66 billion people, and passenger turnover volume 147.66 billion person kilometers. In 2020, railway freight volume was 4.55 billion tons, and freight turnover 305.145 billion ton kilometers. The safety of railway transportation has been sustained, especially the safety of high-speed rail operation, which leads the world. Third, we have achieved fruitful outcomes in technological innovation. The overall technical level of China's railway has entered the top ranks in the world. The high-speed, plateau, alpine, and heavy-haul railway technology has reached among the leading level in the world. The system has mastered the complete set of technologies for high-speed rail construction under different climatic environments and different geological conditions, and has formed a series of Fuxing products covering different speed grades that can adapt to various operating environments, providing solid scientific and technological support for realizing our country's railway modernization. Thank you.
好，各位新闻界的朋友们，大家上午好。我重点呢就民航发展服务与脱贫攻坚工作呢，再补充3组数据。
Good morning, friends from the media. I have 3 sets of data to brief you on how transportation has served poverty alleviation. First, as of 2020, the number of national routes has reached 5,581, an increase of 3,124 over 2020. Among them, 50% of the newly added airports are located in poor areas, and air services cover 82.6% of the population in poverty-stricken areas. Second, as of 2020, the number of national routes has reached 5,581, an increase of 3,124 over 2012, an increase of 120%. At present, there is at least one flight to a regional hub airport every day from each poverty-stricken or poverty-alleviated areas, and it takes no more than one layover to connect to an international hub airport. Third, as of 2020, the national aviation population will reach 380 million, of which, during the 13th five-year plan period, 210 million were newly added. More and more residents of third and fourth tier cities are enjoying aviation services. The passenger throughput of airports in poverty-alleviated areas grew from around 28 million in 2012 to 78 million in 2019. That is an increase of more than 170%. So all services cover 92% of prefecture-level cities in the country, 88% of cities of the population, and 93% of our total economic output. So from the 3 sets of data I have just shared with you, it can be seen that the civil aviation industry has played a unique role in serving the building of a moderately prosperous society in all respects. First, we've improved the traffic conditions in remote areas. For example, in places like Xinjiang, Qinghai, and Inner Mongolia, the construction of an airport and the opening of an air route can often shorten the travel time between the provincial capital and other areas by up to 4 to 18 hours. Last December, the Yutian airport in Xinjiang opened, and that lessened the time to Beijing by 5 hours. Now people no longer need to ride donkeys to go to Beijing. Second, The investment environment in remote areas has been improved. Thanks to the airport, Huatugou in Qinghai has achieved a breakthrough in tourism, and Delingha Industrial Park has seen companies from Zhejiang settle in. The drone logistics and distribution pilot has increased the picking time of pine mushrooms in Yajiang, Sichuan, by 56%. And the purchase price has grown, and the revenue of the local residents has grown more than 4 times. Third, we've expanded the road to prosperity for remote areas. We have helped the products go to airports and planes and brought revenue for the people. Thank you. Now we open the floor to questions.